everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Starcom Nexus. In the last episode, we verified that the fractal station did not appear at any 3919 in our galaxy. Darn it. But we still had fun exploring those old places for some of them. We found some missed planets, got a little bit of more research, and then came down to a new section of the galaxy. We were doing an excellent job killing sentinels, and this carrier of ours is proving to be quite effective at eliminating the enemies set against it so far. Been a lot of fun to see our drones help decimate all the enemies while our plasma turrets take them down. In any case, we're looking for one more suppression satellite someplace up here, which is making the sentinels unable to communicate with some sort of security station, and thus we cannot reset their systems or access the data that they have to let us get home, assuming that's even something we're able to do. When we last left off, we defeated a small sentinel force here, and now we're here to start scanning these planets and see what we can get from them. Life seems to be finding a way to flourish near the subduction zone on this otherwise chilly planet. Doesn't look like a water world to me. It looks like it's flagged as a desert planet. But I guess it doesn't have to be ice in order to be chilly. It just has to be a little colder. Alright, let's get these two barren-like worlds. We'll swing down to this star and check it. Actually, let's change our mind. Let's go to this one first. We'll swing in this direction, and then up to the star there that we saw when we took the wormhole out here. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Guys, by the way, it's the same day when I recorded the previous part. It's still December 22nd. And I, of course, don't have anything new to talk about. So, I guess I'll just mention that, I guess when we'll fly around, we'll talk about more random crap. So, I'm still doing some modeling, even though I finished all of those Dwarven Forge dungeon tiles that I know you guys care so much about. I've got a handful of more actual miniatures that need painting. Some from the initial Reaper Bones Kickstarter. Some, I think, 11 or 12 years ago that I backed, back when I was doing Kickstarters. Not much left for them. Just, I think it's 2 or 3 more models are up there. Dragons, large figures that I don't plan on using, which is why they haven't got any paint on them. But as I say that, I look over to my top shelf over there, where I've got a Cthulhu painted, and I'm not using that at all anytime soon. So I should really finish painting all these models, and then I can decide which ones I'm keeping or not. I need to get another KR multi-case, so I can carry more furniture around, since I do plan on ordering a little more of it. And I have more of it to also paint. I'm a fan of the KR multi-cases. They're basically cardboard. I buy the cardboard box types. They're easy as long as they don't get wet. They're fantastic. And they've got, you can fill them with decent modeling foam. And they're not too expensive. I think they're like 20-something bucks each. 28, might be 30-something after you fill them with foam. And it's good. I have 4 of them up in my attic where my old War Machine models are sitting, and probably will sit forever since I'm done with that game. I've occasionally thought of selling them. Just getting rid of them. Bring them to a game store or trade them for even like paints or something. I've easily got $1,000 worth of Warhammer miniatures, if not more than that, and all of them are painted, and I think they're painted rather well. They're not professionally painted, but I think they look decent. This is an interesting looking planet also. It looks like asphalt with that dark gray there. But the sun shining on this part of it is highlighting areas that look like they're rather barren. Is this a yellow star? automated station. Maybe this is the graffiti station. I hope so. It's near a planet. Let's check the planet first before we check the satellite. There's something down here. Well, let's go ahead and check out what's down there before we interact with the station. The unusually high radiation from the nearby brown dwarf renders all the planets in this system sterile. Sterile? Oh, I can't pronounce it. This particular planet shows evidence of having had a high-tech settlement or base. The team's geologist suspects it was destroyed, possibly by some kind of space-based weapon, roughly 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. There are high concentrations of some rare minerals at the site. 19 gold, 7 adamantine, 12 neutronium, 11 platinum. At this point in the game, given the things we can fight and take on, we can easily farm sentinels for all of this stuff. But if we were using a smaller ship, that would be a nice amount of stuff to find, because we would be avoiding fights if we could. What are you? This automated station shows engineering elements consistent with Starcom, but more advanced. It seems to have been constructed with a single purpose: boost the signal strength of messages broadcast from the planet's surface. Its memory bank still contains scattered bytes from the last transmission, but gamma rays from the nearby star have unfortunately erased most of the data. We still pick up 280 research points from it, though. Nice. It's part of the same message we picked up on Lightwave. I've updated the mission log with the additional text. There's still a lot of missing text. Wow, we have not read that in a long time. Let's visit the small star out here, and we'll scan this planet, and then we'll take a look at that message. This young yellow dwarf is emitting a very high radiation in this 7.3 pictometer wavelength, which is extremely unusual for a star this size. It's likely the star's core is composed of some kind of exotic matter, such as holum. Now I'm just making up words. Nothing on this other planet. Alright, let's head all the way out to the next star. I was just talking about Kickstarters, the Bone Kickstarter. Yeah, some dragons. 2 dragons left to paint. And I need more furniture. Never gonna have enough furniture. Once you go to, well, by furniture I mean little miniature furniture, which of course I was inspired to pick up more of it thanks to the original Heroes Quest game. I think, yeah, I found out recently that they've actually, by they I mean Hasbro, has recreated Heroes Quest. It's got some better looking models in it now. They've named some of the things differently thanks to the original, I think, Heroes Quest utilizing some of Games Workshop's names. So there's no more Chaos Warriors, for example. There's a comet out here. And femurs aren't a thing which you fight anymore in the game. They have some sort of new incredible looking like deep one looking creature instead now for it. But I was pretty impressed that they remade it. It's supposed to be exactly the same as the original Heroes Quest in terms of most... Oh, I see the comet. The self-illuminating orange color of this comet seems to come from a novel phenomenon related to the Casimir effect, generated between the outgassing particles. We should be on the lookout for more variants of this. Nice. We can do that. We can save the game. And this is... I saw Sentinel Battlecruiser briefly. No, Flenser. Frigate, Cutter, and others. Okay. Since we're facing this direction, let's go out this way. We'll pass by the star, and then scan these planets and destroy the Sentinels that are out here. Guess we can speed up a little bit rather than go super slow for this. Shields on. Even though they are armed up with flak, we're still going to launch our drones. They're the main means of us doing damage. But we can't take that much... Oh, we definitely cannot take that much laser fire. Let's let our shields recover. I hear missiles, so there's another nasty sentinel around. Oh wow, we're taking lots of laser fire. Let's back up. Shields recover. Get some drones back. Shield up. Launch drones. Fire! I don't like being forced to take on these vessels while taking on so much laser fire, but we're doing it. Oh, nice! And that's it! Our drones took care of the rest for us. Good job, little guys. Alright, let's see what's on this Class R planet. One of these days, I'll remember to look up what the classifications of planets actually are, so I can tell you why it's called the Class R planet. It probably doesn't stand for really big planet, does it? Still another titanium deposit. This one not so modest. Unsurprisingly, this one is close to the summit of a tall peak, and it takes a team 2 full rotations to return to the lander. The team leader predicts the next titanium deposit will actually be in orbit. We can probably tell them that we don't need 51 titanium. We can get that by destroying a handful of sentinel ships that are out here. You know, it just occurs to me, even if you're flying a really light ship, you will still need to be able to fight larger ones, since you can't land on planets if there's hostiles within, I think it's 300 astral units away from you. Looks like another Class L? Yep. Class L stands for little in the way of stuff. Or the last time the planet was dusted was a long time ago. Given these planets look rather gray and barren. Well, anything else out here besides the 51 titanium planet? We'll find out when we hit this one. Planetoid, this one. Yep, Class L planetoid. Nothing on it. Okay, so there's a little bit of titanium out here on the star. Still, I'm glad we searched it. Alright, let's go back and search the other planets we left behind in the other sector. I don't have a Kickstarter account any longer. I've been bitten by too many Kickstarters in the past. And the same thing with Indiegogo. I'm not interested in backing anything anymore. I wish companies luck that bring their stuff to those places, and or new artists and or entrepreneurs, but I'm no longer backing anything on those places. I think overall, when it comes to Kickstarters and, or the like of them, I think of the things I backed, I got probably 60% of the things I backed. For the remaining 40%, they were never realized. And I think I probably lost all told about $1,800 or so backing Kickstarters that didn't show up. For things I did receive, of the 60%, probably most of it, 80% of those, matched what we were promised. 20% of it wasn't what we wanted, and or wasn't what was advertised or made alterations to. Actually, if I count alterations, most of what I got then would fall into that area. And we have more hostiles, and we can't avoid them. It's a shame I can't zoom out more to watch the fighting. Yeah, just like that, we grabbed... I kind of wish that this also totaled all of the things I picked up. It would be neat to see exactly how much we get from each of these combat encounters we're doing. We have 2 more enemies, but we can probably ignore them for the time being. Let's scan this planet. Something on this Class R. Let's head on down. Another planet with yttrium deposited by alluvial processes. The team gathers the mineral with minimal difficulty. Plus 20 yttrium. Let's head on down here. Yeah, so the Bones Kickstarter was an interesting one. You could get so many models during it, but in retrospect, I used very little of them. They were looking to, if I recall correctly, they were looking to recreate some of Reaper miniatures. Was looking to recreate some of their model lines using a new type of, I don't know if resin's the proper word, plastic? Not metal miniatures. But I've always preferred metal miniatures if given the choice when painting, given that it's been my experience that metal miniatures are they better show details than the plastic does. The plastic, it still can look okay, but there are some things that are simply lost. Facial features, details on armor and what have you, requires a much more patience, in my opinion, based solely on my own experience painting, than does metal miniatures. The faces look a little more flat, as it were. You can still paint them, and they'll still look decent enough. I've been pretty happy with some of my Bones miniatures that I've actually painted. But I do prefer the metal instead. To the point, actually, where I don't buy plastic miniatures from them. Well, actually, you know, as I say this, maybe it's just a Bones thing, that one miniature line, since I think Games Workshop miniatures still look good, even when they're using plastic for them. But you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for that quality plastic. How much is a Carnifex these days? Well, I last bought one back when 4th edition had just come out, and they had redone the look at the Carnifex. I think I paid $45 for one of them. That's a bit silly for a bunch of plastic with one model, but it did look good. And I haven't bought a Games Workshop model in a long time. I tend to get, well, actually, I don't play the game anymore. I don't play any Warhammer Fantasy or 40k. Used to play 40k some time ago. I think I might have mentioned this earlier. And then Games Workshop invalidated all the work I put into many of my Gaunt models for my Tyranid army. I can no longer use them. They changed some of the rules for 3rd and 4th edition, and I lost 1/3 of my Gaunts, about 68 or so. That sounds like an axial ultra gun that I hear, and it's probably near that unscanned planet. Can you hear the hum? Let's check the gas giant first, and we'll double back for that and destroy that base. It's probably guarding the last of the suppressor stations we're looking for. Noise stations, that's what they're called. Yeah, I had to throw away 68 Gaunts, just about. 1/3 of my Gaunt swarm army, and that was painful. That was very expensive just to throw them away. I never forgave them for that. But stupid. Never forgave them, and it would be a lie to say I didn't get any more of my money, but I don't give them a whole lot of it anymore. A few of my friends played the Fat Shark games, and so I did as well because they were interested in them. Where is the axial... Okay, good. We're nowhere near it. Go get them, drones. As long as we stay on this... Oh, God. As long as we stay on this side, we should be okay. Let's zoom in so we can watch this. All right, not bad. But there was no noise station here. We can see other things around. I guess we're heading up in that direction next. It's not too far from where we currently are. Let's see what they were protecting on this planet's surface. Another swarm probe. Seems to have an unfortunate fate in encountering the surface of this planet at high speeds. The durable little probe's memory banks contain a wealth of information. If this is really part of a large swarm of explorer probes, its makers must be sitting on a wealth of knowledge by now, plus 250 research points. We've read this one before as well. Yeah, I just felt like mentioning that. It would be a bit much to assume that you could have a unique encounter for every single one of those swarm drones, given that we've destroyed so many of them as well. We could destroy all the asteroids in this asteroid field to look for more research points, but no, let's just fly out here. That 250, I think, gives us about 700 or so total research, which is enough for another Axial Ultra Gun upgrade. So when we get back to Kite Station, I'm thinking that we will take out a different type of prior ship I had made. I'll have to start designing some battleships. Yeah, what have I bought recently that Games Workshop supported? It would have been Vermintide. Vermintide 1 and 2 from a long time ago. They're okay. I like them when they're new and I don't know the maps as much, but after a while they kind of get repetitious. They're still fun, especially when you're playing with your friends. But I prefer Deep Rock Galactic when it comes to cooperative multiplayer games of that sort. Deep Rock is one of the, if not the best such game I have played. That the level itself is dangerous and always randomly created. Adds a lot of variation to what you encounter in the game. And you guys know I like variation in my games. Die, frigate! Our drones are fighting. We will assist our drones. Another Flenser. Our drones have a little bit of a tough time with this, so we're going to help them. Oh, there's a noise station we need. Really bright sun here. Let's see. We'll help our drones out. What are they fighting? A cutter. Ooh, I hear rockets. Multiple rockets. So that's a battle cruiser, I think. Or a frigate. And we're in front of the frigate. Frigate. Oh, what is that over there? We'll scan that in a few seconds. Looks like it's some sort of station. Let's not be hit by like 12 different lasers. Withdraw, let our ships harass them. And by them I mean that one ship. Oh, hello? Didn't see you down there, so that we have a second vessel. We can deal with this singular interceptor without any trouble. Some of them are coming back to refuel. Most of them are probably coming back to refuel of our drones. I kind of feel like they should take a few seconds longer to refuel than pretty much instantly be able to redeploy them again. Good work, guys. Alright, let's see what on earth this is. An artifact. This extremely sophisticated artifact is well beyond our current engineering capabilities. As best a team engineer can determine, this device harnesses vacuum energy to create an ultra-focused gamma beam. Its short range and lack of defensive capabilities suggest it was used for construction as opposed to being a weapon. The artifact's gamma beam is off. Activate it. I think we need to push something into that. Oh, and I think this might be it. Whatever we're approaching at the moment down here. A long time ago, I think I mentioned that we would have to push something or several. Oh no, this isn't it. This is something different. Okay, never mind. Oh, maybe this is it. Hold on. There's another destroyed thing up here. There's several destroyed things up here. There's two more things. What is this thing? A crate. This cube is constructed of an advanced nanomaterial that repairs itself at an incredible rate. Kind of makes you curious what's inside. Let's find out. Shields on. In other words, we won't be able to damage it by shooting it. A bunch of sentinels probably just warped in. We'll just ignore them at the moment and push this in this direction. You want to get this in that beam. I think. Okay, we're going to have to push you up. Okay, the beam turned itself off as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hold on. No, this is another crate. Wait, what? Am I above it? Oh, I'm really above the thing. This is another crate. Okay, crap. Alright. Let's push these down then towards that planet. The sentinels are on the way up here too, which is a bit frustrating, so we're gonna have to deal with them after all. Alright, that's the music playing, because now it's time for us to deal with them. Let's try pushing this at the same time we deal with the sentinels if we can. Push it. That's no good. I should probably come out here with a different ship, which will make this a bit easier. Yeah, okay. We'll come back out for these. Let's deal with the sentinels first. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to it. We're so close. We can push it into it. Or at least we can get it a little closer. That 125 thing is it. Okay, let's fire the drones. We'll destroy this one with laser fire. I don't want to accidentally destroy this, so we'll just let our drones do the work. Oh, which are being destroyed when they go in the beam? They're being harmed by it. God, it's so annoying. You all showed up here. Not this quite the same time, but enough to make this more frustrating than it needed to be. So a long time ago, I mentioned pushing things. One of those things we had to push were those 2 jump gates, so we could be launched in a proper direction. This was out in the phage-controlled territory. This was the other one I was remembering, though I don't remember there being 3 boxes here, but apparently there's at least 2. I'm pretty sure this can destroy us, so we do need to be a little careful. So basically this is like a mining laser. Oh my god! Alright, let's go around it. Push this into it. Just have to tap it. It has to be a little tap. A little more tap. The data core contains several technical documents in an advanced mathematical language. It's beyond me, but it seems to describe a way to use warp fields to amplify a quantum instability. Alright, let's deactivate the beam at the moment and go and get another one of these boxes. Actually, well, yeah, Tim, let's do it. The Protoss carrier is strong enough to deal with any hostiles that should show up. It's just a bit annoying to push the crates. I am totally not counting a death by crate pushing. I'm going to save myself a whole $1 by not counting this. We have more hostiles, more sentinels. I can't tell what type it is, but I know it's down over to our right, obviously. And I think... a defender. Just one missile? That's a defender. In which case, it's as good as destroyed. You shouldn't even need to go after it or use lasers. Our drones will take it apart. Or I guess we will fire on it a bit. Do you mind? I'm busy. We have very important salvage to salvage. Good job, drones. Good job. Let's grab everything that dropped. And that looks about aligned. I think we might have left it in the right spot. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what we get from this one. Bam! Good work, Tim. Tim? Yeah, that's right. I said the right thing. That's my name. That's the thing I meant to say. The data core contains some minor engineering specifications, along with a set of telemetry data. Using the nearest star as reference, I've noted the logical endpoint on our map. Oh, look at that, everyone! It's that one planet where we kept being told it's unsurveyed. It looks like there's actually something secret there. So we have one more artifact to push. Let's go ahead and start pushing it. We'll deal with the sentinels that warped in after we get this box where it's supposed to be. Anyway, the other carrier I designed, which is the one I plan on taking out when we get back to Kite Station, has an axial ultragun attached to it, but in such a way that it looks like a glove. And it's very... and I think when I was out here, I was very glad to have that ship, since it was very easy to keep these crates in it. I guess I could go back and get it now. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go back and get it. We'll come back out here with it. We'll deal with these sentinels first, though, since this is the last group of them we'll be fighting. Our shields can withstand, obviously, these small groups of sentinels. It is tempting to increase difficulty a tad again, but no, 6.5 is perfect for us. That is either a frigate or a battle cruiser. Or it's a frigate. I guess since we're just over this planet, we'll check it too. Nothing there. Okay, back to Kite Station. Okay. You know, we haven't read any of these in a while, have we? Ensign Durov will be giving an encore presentation of his first-hand narrative, Saving the Lobsterages, tonight in Kim Assembly Hall, 2000 hours. Persons with further analysis experience are wanted in research. Bonuses available, and you will not need to report directly to Dr. Pillman. Nice! That's what everyone wants. The unveiling of the Final Hope mural as painted by Kite's artist in resident will be at 1100 tomorrow. But these were months ago. I don't remember what the last one of those was I had read. 1,993 research points. What are we going to take? So I want upgrades for our axial cannon. We should grab 2 of them. So let's take... let's see. What do we got here? Let's take Proton Transport Chain. Substantially increases the rate at which our axial ultra gun can pull energy from the reactors. And we'll take the Lossless Harmonics for 400. Additional 15% increase in the damage per unit energy of our axial ultra gun. With 1,093 left, I really do want another upgrade to our drones, but let's first load in our Falchion carrier. One less drone bay. Quite a bit less shielding. We only have 2 modules on this. And we also only have 2 Havoc defense systems. This is much faster, though, with quite a few more engines attached to it. And it also has the Axial Ultra Gun on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Only 7 plasma turrets also. So this cannot deal as much... Well, it can deal more damage thanks to the axial cannon. But otherwise, this has far less drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 reactors. It's also got, I think, 2 more reactors than a Protoss had. We could probably get rid of a single engine and give it back like a plasma turret. Take out that one, which isn't actually on a armor spot, and we put that over here. I don't like having things unarmored. But I don't know where this part's going to go then. You know, I'm going to give it another shield. Okay, we'll try this. Let's go ahead. Back to the research. Since we're still using drones, I am tempted to grab another drone upgrade. We have enough to take heavy drones. Let's take it. Increase the drone attack, damage, and health. Increases build cost by 3 titanium. Okay. Let's leave the station. Looks a little awkward, this ship. But I remember being pretty happy with it way back when. Wow, it is. It feels a little faster than our Protoss ship, too. Our carrier. Alright. Let's head back out here. And let's move that last box over the assembly array. Or disassemble, or the plasma cutter, as it were. It looks like you got placed back out. Oh my god! Almost rammed into that. That would have been very bad. We want to ram into it, but very slightly. And so here's the good news about designing the ship this way. There we go. We can take this with us. I can actually turn the ship, which is super useful in this instance. We still keep it with us. Yep, I remember really being surprised with how efficient this was. And I did not design the ship to do this. It just so happened to be the case that it really worked out this way. This is a lot less painful. Okay, we gotta still move you just a bit more. Need to put you up. Let's bounce you like that. Can you imagine like an actual battleship trying to do this to like something in the ocean, like a buoy or something, to get it aligned with some sort of like lighthouse beam? Because that's what we're doing. I think a little more. Not quite. A little more. I think that's good enough. Darn it! Just missed. Just missed. And now we have other incoming. All right, let's push this in with another slight tap. Defender. The data core contains a collection of abstract equations. Apart from their elegance, they shed light on some esoteric techniques of the high-dimension Hilbert space problems. Yes! Those space problems. Let's see how quickly our cannon fills up. Oh my goodness, we need more energy on this vessel. It's gonna take a while to fully charge it. Let's see if this can one-hit. Oh! Sentinels are not known for their intelligence, apparently. That thing decided to fly straight through the construction beam. Let's make sure the same thing doesn't happen to us or any other potentially neutral ships flying in this area. Of which there are none. Alright, let's go to this green planet we left behind. I'm going to need to upgrade our energy reserves. We get back to Kite Station. We need more capacity in them if I'm going to fully charge this cannon. Nothing detected. Alternatively, I should drop some of my plasma and grab even more reactors. beautiful water world right next to this jammer station. Let's check it first. Something on it. Let's see what's down there. Ooh, a hidden cove of some sort with looks like a ship already in it. Someone has parked a small cruiser in the coastal cave. The naturally heavy metal-rich rocks completely concealed it from our scanners. Our anomaly scan would have missed it completely if not for some odd neutrino emissions. Limpet and plant growth on the underside of the vessel suggests that it has been here for several decades at least. Go ahead and investigate. The interior of the ship seems to be in good shape. The team doesn't recognize the markings. The equipment doesn't seem to have a consistent provenance, leading the security officer to speculate that it might belong to mercenaries or scavengers. Its computer databanks have oddly been wiped clean. The tech is not terribly advanced, but there's definitely some salvage value. We've left quite a few things alone. Why not salvage this one? If it's a trap, we'll find out. It's been here long enough that we can claim it. The team breaks down the valuable components. In the process, they discover the source of the odd neutrino emissions. Concealed in the deck plates is a cylindrical device emitting an irregular pulse of muon neutrinos. The device is considerably more advanced compared to the rest of the ship. It is interesting that at long range, its emissions could be mistaken for normal background noise, unless you knew specifically the pattern. The security officer guesses that it might be a tracking device, although it is unclear if it has any other purpose. 40 titanium, 39 chirolite, 26 platinum. And now that's on our ship. I suspect we didn't throw it away. And we know what you are. I think. I guess we should scan it anyway just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the last of the jamming stations. Yep. Okay, well, let's do it. Yep, gonna have to fully charge this. Or actually, we don't have to, but we're gonna. My goodness, yeah, we need more reactors on this ship, and or we need more capacity. That was the last one, or should have been. Let's leave the area and see what our first officer says. Once we're far enough away. The ship's scanners have detected neutrino emissions with a pattern identical to those in the tracking device the survey team discovered. I've highlighted the source on the map. Oh, we're flying right toward it. Alright. I'm guessing that's also part of the jamming algorithm? Or jamming station was also a part of that? Oh, wow, look at this. Even zoomed in. It hides well with the space in the background of it. Derelict vessel. This vessel has a similar construction to the cruiser the team discovered concealed in a cave. The ship is devoid of any life and appears to have been abandoned for some time, although it is difficult to tell how long. Like that vessel, there is some salvage and an identical neutrino emitter in the hull. 48 titanium, 24 chirolite, 39 platinum. I wonder if we can find another one out somewhere here. So that can't be the jamming station thing. Oh, right, we have the message we want to read as well, which I completely forgot about. Let's fly out here for a bit. The signal is now clear from any jamming. It's incredibly complex pattern, almost fractal in structure. We ask, should Dr. Pillman if the research lab can analyze it? Yes, let us ask, should Dr. Pillman about that. I do find the occasional typos or grammatical mistakes funny, but to be perfectly honest, I am very forgiving of such, in so much that I would never rate a game lower because of it, unless I had an unbelievable high amount of them. Considering how difficult it is for me to even say normal words, or structure my own sentences, I shouldn't hold it against the developer of a game to have some problems. Alright, we're going to hail the Sentinels this time. Command authorization key received. Verifying. Unable to verify. Cannot communicate with Sentinel network while jammer signal is broadcasting. Oh, we're missing one. Really? Really? I thought that was all of them. Okay, well, maybe we need some research from Dr. Pillman first. Not efficient. Takes longer than it would normally take us just moving in close to destroying it. But it's so satisfying. Okay, so let's go back to Kite Station then and talk with Dr. Pillman. We do have that to also visit, but we'll go to Kite Station first. And I may go off screen really quick to redesign the ship briefly. I think there's a few improvements I could do to it now that I'm looking at the ship. Oh, they both have something to talk to us about. Let's talk with Chief Engineer John Chang first. Or Chiang. I've detected a distant repetitive signal. Might be a distress beacon? I've transmitted the coordinates to Final Hope. 1 second. Interesting. Down near where we were looking for the fractal, I think. Was it over here? No, that was over here. I hear you, little swarm drone, but you're not going to have anything anyway. Pillman? The signal your ship detected in the background radiation is extremely complex. We'll need to devote a significant amount of research to understanding it, although I suspect it may repay handsome dividends. I've added to the research database under special projects. Well, we still can't communicate with the Sentinels, so I guess we're going to have to do it. Oh, 500, but we did pick up 585 research points. So let's go ahead and research this. Decipher the signal in the cosmic background radiation. The deciphered signal is unbelievable. The way information was packed and complete redefines information theory. Dr. Pillman can explain better, but there's more to it than data. 1,760 research points. Holy flipping crap. Pillman, explain. This is amazing. You can't possibly comprehend the information in that signal. That's obviously not the amazing part. The amazing part is that I can't comprehend all the information. I have to agree. You admitting that is pretty amazing. This isn't my usual condensation. You have made a number of discoveries in space that will fill volumes if we ever make it home. You are either unbelievably lucky, or are not the complete cretin you impersonate in our interactions. So I'm going to do my best to explain. That this is him as being polite as I think Dr. Pillman can possibly be. The signal encodes an incredibly rich mathematical language. It's hard to put in lay terms. It not only contains a wealth of research data, but is also designed to self-decode. The message is encoded in a signal of background electromagnetic radiation. Anyone with a radio antenna and a decent computer could eventually start to piece it together. But the signal is also designed to be received without a radio antenna or computer. It wants to be read by any complex system capable of perceiving the EM spectrum, including basically any sentient life form. It's whispering to the cosmos. Why don't we hear this whisper then? That's a reasonable question. The answer is we probably can, but it's too weak to be detected consciously. Even with those jamming stations destroyed, you needed to be a 1,000 astros away from anything for your scanners to detect it. But some civilization or race might record the patterns in its collective memory or myths and be predisposed to the message. And what is that message? Come to me, and I will teach you everything. That sounds too good to be true. I'm inclined to agree. But whatever the motivation of this whisper is, it is incredibly technologically advanced. It certainly can offer us a great deal of knowledge. To find out if that offer is genuine, you apparently have to go to it. Whatever it is. Commander Price? Dr. Pillman informs me that the signal we've decoded is a message that says unlimited knowledge here, come and get it. What do you make of this offer? Sounds too good to be true. But I think we have to investigate it. I agree. Whatever sent it clearly has a great deal of valuable knowledge. Dr. Pillman has loaded the signal's gateway coordinates into your AV computer. AV computer? Proceed with extreme caution. I think this is going to point us... I think it points us to the Dyson sphere, doesn't it? It does. That's it, everyone! The moment we go here, we can end the game, or be very close to doing so. So, what I'm going to do... I don't know how long I've been playing. I don't think I've been playing for that long. I'm gonna cut the recording really quick to check how long I've been playing for. 1 second. Nope, an hour! We've been playing for 58 minutes. Okay, perfect. So, we're gonna stop here then, everyone. And when we come back, I'll have redesigned the ship and or made some other ones. And then, I'll spend some research points with you guys on screen. Actually, let's do that now. Let's spend the research now. And then we'll get ready to leave, I guess. Or rather, I'll spend some time designing ships off screen. And when we come back, we'll be ready to visit whatever we have left over. And then go back to the Dyson sphere. So, we're going to take Antimatter Trap to further increase our reactor's storage capacity. And that's a fully upgraded research now for our reactors. I think also our speed has been completely fully upgraded. We could take the Leviathan class, which is 80 total modules. It'd be fun to wield such a huge ship, but I kind of don't feel like we need it. So let's just spend just in case though, we'll hold on to like 1,000 points. Let's spend another 1,000, or maybe not 1,000. Let's spend another. Let's spend just a little more. Maybe, yeah, let's hold on to 1,000. So, you know, in the end, we had enough to research almost everything fully, if I really wanted it. And there's probably still enough research to be acquired that we can pick up what's left. I'm babbling. Let's go ahead and grab one of these armor upgrades. I do tend to like my Supreme armor, like this armor tree, because I tend to put everything near armor modules, and I slap them on every ship. So let's grab Supreme Armor. We pick up an extra 100 armor, which will help us in case our shields go down. That's 518 left. Why not grab another laser upgrade? And I'll grab more damage. Telsa recoiling. Increases the amount of energy and thus damage lasers can draw by an additional 25%. And the rest of that we'll hold on to. Yeah, we'll hold on to the rest of it. Alright, guys, so when I come back, we will probably be ending the game. I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone.